Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. Man arrested for willfully malicious burning a ballot box in Boston, police say. A Boston man has been arraigned in connection with a fire that was set inside a ballot drop box in the city, according to police. The Boston Election Department notified the Secretary of the Commonwealth's office that the fire was set at about 4 a.m. Sunday in the ballot drop box outside the Boston Public Library's main branch in Copley Square. Boston police said officers responded at 4:11 a.m. to the area of 700 Boylston Street, which is the location of the library's main branch. When they arrived at the scene, the officers saw Boston firefighters tending to smoke coming from the ballot box. The ballot box appeared to be on fire, but firefighters were unable to determine if the fire was burning on the inside, according to police. Crews were eventually able to extinguish the fire by filling the box with water. Police released a photo of the suspect Sunday evening, and officers on patrol in the area of Copley Square saw a man matching the description at about 10:50 p.m. While speaking with the man, 39-year-old D. Armand, police discovered that he had an active warrant out of the Ipswich District Court for receiving stolen property and took him into custody. While he was in police custody, members of the Fire Investigation Unit were able to identify Armand as the suspect in the ballot box fire and charged him with willfully and malicious burning. I want to thank the Boston Police Department for their swift actions, our law enforcement partners, and members of the community who all played a role that led to the arrest of the suspect in Copley Square ballot box drop-box incident, reads a statement from Boston Mayor Marty Walsh. From our election workers who are working hard to trace every illegible ballot in that drop box, to our firefighters who quickly responded to the fire, and our police officers who launched an immediate investigation, voters can be assured that our first and foremost priority is maintaining the integrity of our election process. We remain committed to making their voices heard in this and every election, and maintaining transparency and trust with our voters. Armand was arraigned Monday in Boston Municipal Court, where he underwent a mental health evaluation. I do not believe that this individual is plotting against our democracy. I think that he is emotionally disturbed, said Suffolk County District Attorney Rachel Rollins. The U.S. Attorney's Office was going to prosecute the case, but since Armand's case is going to be handled by Rollins' office unless federal charges are filed in the future, you will be held accountable if you do this, the district attorney said. Certainly if you have cognitive impairments, we will get you the help that you need, but you will not be out here engaging in this behavior, whether it is intentionally or not. We are going to make sure we remove individuals that are doing that. Secretary of State Commonwealth William Galvin contacted the U.S. Attorney's Office after he was notified of the incident Sunday morning, and also called on the FBI to investigate the deliberate attack. When the drop box was emptied Sunday morning, 87 of the 122 ballots inside were illegible and able to be processed, and at least 30 were destroyed by either the fire or the water that extinguished it. The last time the box had been emptied prior to the fire was just before 2:30 p.m. Saturday. Gavin said that it appears a sophisticated incendiary device was used to start the fire, as the damage to the interior plastic lining of the ballot drop box was severe damaged. In announcing their investigation, the U.S. Attorney's Office and the FBI issued a statement saying, in part, for the next several weeks, it is our top priority of our offices to help maintain the integrity of the election process in Massachusetts by aggressively enforcing federal election laws. Boston voters who used the Copley Square drop box between 2:30 p.m. Saturday and 4 a.m. Sunday, and who have not been able to confirm receipt of their ballot through the state's tracking website, are urged to immediately contact the Boston Election Department. Affected voters will be mailed a replacement ballot and can either cast it or vote in person until 8 p.m. on Election Day, which is November 3rd. Any affected voters who do not submit a new ballot will have their original ballot hand-counted to the best extent possible, according to Galvin's office. I sent an urgent directive Sunday afternoon to secure ballot box drop-off boxes, Galvin said. If at all possible, have them inside of municipal facilities, if necessary, as we go down the stretch in this election and they need police officers there. That's what they need to do. We'll deal with the compensation issue later. According to the Malden District Court criminal clerk, Ahmed was arrested on October 11th and charged in connection with a fire that was set outside of the town line in motel. That case remains open and he is due back in court on December 3rd. And that does it for this evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for watching this evening news report. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another news report. Good night and goodbye, everyone.